Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a review based on Jacob Stevens' review video as of who's better, REANIMAL or the Little Nightmares franchise. So let's get into it. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. Also, I just beat REANIMAL full game as well. Definitely check out the playlist on the description below and watch it.
Rolling credits on REANIMAL last night as one of my most anticipated video games of 2026. This was simultaneously some of the best and worst video game experiences I've had in a long time. And I do want to give a big shout out to the team for providing me with a review copy, but guys, there are a few major
Lucky him. I wish I had a copy from Taser Studios. Goddamn.
Major things I need to get out of the way before I can even dip into the review. So first off, I have never had this experience ever, and I've reviewed a ton of video games. I got hard locked numerous times. Basically, after each section of this video game, you encounter a boss, and I have a 9070 XT GPU. This thing runs absolutely fantastic. I run it on a 1440p monitor. It can handle it, but every single time.
Yeah, my monitor is a 1440p as well. It did really well. So
these two bosses came up, I hard crashed every single time, and I had to.
Crazy how he mentioned that he hard crashed, because let me tell you, I was playing this on the PlayStation 5, never once crashed, never once, like never once in any parts of the boss fights, any parts of the escape sequences, never crashed. So, but that sucks.
Play half of this video game on my Steam Deck. It is not verified. It does not run great. I was running probably 5 to 10 FPS for a good chunk of this video game. Now, I did make the devs completely aware. I sent them my video footage. You can see it. It is clear as day. I know exactly what the issue is. They said they're aware of it. It's something specific with
yeah, that's kind of weird. I've never had that issue. Never had that issue. I mean, in other games, yes, but that's crazy.
AMD hardware. As of recording this, the video game launches in 3 days. And I received a review copy that had these issues. I feel as if that should have been clarified, and I sound like I'm being harsh, which sucks, because I love these developers. I love Little Nightmares 1 and 2, but yeah. I just have to put that out there. If you have an AMD GPU, one of the 90 series, please make sure that this video game is patched on day one. I have not been told,
and it was
as
patched
of right now, if that is going.
And I mean, obviously the game is out now, but yeah, it's been patched. It's been patched, because that's crazy. But I mean, unless he was playing the demo, then I get it. But no, but he said he had the review copy, so but that's still weird
to be the case. They said they will have a day one patch, but I don't know that that's going to be fixed.
It got fixed, because I never once had an issue.
Imagine it will be. I imagine it will be, but again, I can't act like that didn't at least add to frustration during the review period, because I've never had to deal with that before. I know it's a heavy caveat, but I mean, I needed to get that out there, because it seems to be in every other scenario, it is fine. But now let's legitimately jump into everything else, because despite that, I really liked what I played. I am somebody who absolutely adores Little Nightmares 1 and 2. I have replayed those games so many times. I recently played Little Nightmares 3. It wasn't my favorite. And after playing the
I've been hearing a lot about that, how Little Nightmares 3 is no one's favorite. Like, and for me, honestly, I just felt like the game was a little bit too short, and I just felt like it didn't feel like Little Nightmares. Like, they took that horror aspect out of it. Like, obviously it's there, but it doesn't feel like I was playing Little Nightmares. It feels like some different kind of story within the Little Nightmares universe, right? So I feel like my favorite ones is Little Nightmares 1 and 2. As far as 3, a lot of people hated it. I don't like it myself. It was cool. I mean, at least in part 3, you're able to play co-op. So you're able to play with, you know, another person and everything, which is pretty cool, because the first 2, I don't think you could do that. I think you could choose your own character as well. I'm not really too sure. I honestly, when I played it by myself. I didn't play it with anybody. But yeah, a lot of people did not like part 3. I didn't like it either.
Demo of REANIMAL.
Again, Little Nightmares Part 3 was actually done by a different studio, so I understand why.
I was hyped because this thing had the sauce. So if you're coming at this from a fan of Little Nightmares 1 and 2, this is going to feel ridiculously familiar to you. You're going to go to numerous different locations. There's going to be
this part right here with the fucking dome. Like, I kid you not. Anybody that's playing this game right now, if you go into this dome the first time, don't even bother using the bullets. The bullets are empty. I tried putting that shit into the cannon, because the thing is that you have to come back to this again anyway, because you have to shoot the monster that's blocking your way. Because if you just go to where you're supposed to go and the monster's there and alive, it's gonna keep eating you every single time you pass by in the boat. Why did I say no? What the hell? So yeah, it's gonna keep killing you every time you pass by in the boat. So I would just ignore this part. Just keep going to where the story the story doesn't really tell you where to go, but just keep going to where you think you have to go. But just forget about this right now, because you're gonna go back to this part. But this part was just confusing as hell. But once you come back, you actually supposed to you're gonna go to another part of the island where bullets are gonna fly down, and then you'll be able to use the dome and shoot the monster. Because at first I was like, what? Where am I supposed to go?
Basically a boss creature during each.
This right here, this boss fight was, I love the way that they did the sequence here. Like, you're in a moving ice cream truck, bro, and like you're trying to survive, and then there's this like monster out here that's trying to get you with his hands going like this. And then it's so cool how we're able, like, we have, like, because we play as the boy and we have a chrome bar as a weapon, and you just smacking him about. And then I think the girl has another weapon too. I think it's like a spear or something. No, she gets a spear afterwards. She has some kind of weapon. I don't know what it is. I think it's a knife or something. And I just feel like this whole boss sequence here was super, super dope. Like, I loved it. It kind of gave a little bit of like Uncharted, a little bit of Last of Us, a little bit. They just sprinkled that into there, you know? Loved it.
These locations that's kind of going to be hunting you down the whole time until you eventually kill them. Now, I will say this game is relatively short as well too. I rolled credits on this in 5 hours. I was told there is a secret ending as well too.
There is.
I think you just have to do a couple of extra things. I don't think it like adds any extra content.
I didn't do none of the extra stuff. I should have, but I just loved playing it and just enjoyed the story and stuff. I may replay it again. I'm not really too sure, just to get the secret ending, or I just look it up on YouTube just like everybody else does. So
I believe you just get a different ending. So I haven't done that. I have no idea how to get the secret ending, but again, just throwing that.
I'm assuming you have to collect all the masks, because if you go into the menu, there's like a bunch of slots for different masks, and then you have to collect the concept arts. But I collected all the concept art. There's only about like seven of them in the world. So I think you have to collect the art, and then you have to collect all the masks. From what I saw, I think. I'm not really sure. I will have to look it up. I'm not sure.
Out there, because this game is also for
this part right here was dope. I'm like, oh my god, we get to become astronauts, and we are actually supposed to go down into the sea. But this part was super dope. Like, they've never done this in Little Nightmares franchise. Obviously it's not Little Nightmares, it's REANIMAL, brand new game, right? But this sequence was awesome.
$40. I was somebody who was critical of Little Nightmares 3 for being $40. Critical of Little Nightmares 3 for being $40, but
incredibly cheap.
There is a couple scenarios here that makes this better. It does have the friend pass, so if you and a friend are playing this, only one of you has to purchase the game. Again, if you split that,
just like I don't know if you guys ever played Split Fiction, same concept. Only one person has to own the game, and then the friend pass, your friend can actually, I think they have to download the friend pass version of the game, and that's it. They can play with you. I think he's probably gonna say in a few minutes, the only thing you can't do is that you can't choose your character. From what I saw, like you can play with a friend, but you can't choose a different character, because there's like about 4 or 5 different characters in this game, but you can't choose. So I guess the game chooses for you. So
that's $20 a pop. That's fantastic. It's cross-play, single player, and co-op, both couch and online. This is something I was critical of Little Nightmares 3, that it was only online co-op. I thought it was really dumb not being couch. And so as far as most of the things that
this is couch too. That's pretty good. I didn't even know that.
I liked in this video game, so much of the atmosphere works, the environmental storytelling, the creature designs are awesome, the music is so great. The camera work that is in this game is absolutely astonishing. Just over and over again. I was just like, it was panning to this beautiful thing and then zoom back, and I was just oh my god, this is awesome. But one thing I walked away from that I really wasn't anticipating was the actual AI in this video game. There's the very first like boss creature that kind of follows you around for a while, and there were several sections you're kind of doing this hide and seek thing, and I was like doing these cheap gimmicky things that you do in other video games. I'm like, oh, like I'll just hide here, I can probably do a light jog, they'll never notice me. And dude, he would snap his neck out of absolutely nowhere, and he would not stop hunting me down. I died numerous times during this game. I think they put a lot of effort into that, and I just really appreciated that, and was not expecting the AI to actually be that
really
good.
did.
I felt terrified. Another thing that's decently different in this game is you and your AI companion actually get to fight back. One of them has a crowbar and the other has a knife, and there are even boating sections where you actually get these like harpoons and you're chucking them at these creatures. I'm gonna give my honest take here. I really liked this, and it really added to the fun factor, but it does ruin the horror elements being able to fight back, and relatively easy, mind you. See, something like Little Nightmares 2, you had some of those weapons, but like it was really slow swinging those. You also didn't have them in every single area. You basically were dragging this thing, and it was a long swing. In this game, you guys have these weapons on you at all times. Once you get them, you will have them till the end of the video game, and you can just mash the attack button. I mean, taking out guys genuinely was pretty easy. And I really hate to say it, because like, again, it
honestly, like the part where you get the harpoons, I think that was pretty cool. I don't think it takes away from the Little Nightmares kind of aspect of like what we got before into this game. I feel like the harpoon edition was pretty cool. I mean, the harpoon, you gotta find that shit. It's not like it's given to you. You gotta actually go to one of these like old ruins and find it and install it into the boat. So I think it just gives it that survival instinct portion of it into the game. I think it was a cool addition.
Adds so much fun to the video game, but it is at the cost of the horror and frightening aspects of it, because again, you're able to fight back relatively easily. The only exception is when it comes to these like big giant bosses as well too, but again, in a lot of those, once you actually get to the like boss battle, if you will, you get to fight back. So again, I feel like it's a give and take scenario here. This was probably the most fun I have had in both Little Nightmares 1 and 2 and REANIMAL, but it was definitely the least scary for me, which is kind of unfortunate. Also adding to the like minor bugs as well too. The only other,
I mean, I understand about the bugs and I get it. I mean, he probably got like one of the first fresh batch games of this game and everything. I think it was kind of scary for me. Like there were certain parts of the game that I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like some of the escape sequences. I think towards the end there was like the big boss that you fight at the end. That was pretty cool, where you're able to fight back with the tank. It was still kind of scary for me. Like, I don't know, but I think everybody's reaction is different to this game based on like what you played before. But I think for me, I really liked it. Like I was kind of scared a little bit.
Other scenario I had is, and I'm assuming this will be patched on day one, is both me and a buddy who were playing this co-op, we would just swap characters consistently. It was from beginning to end of this video game. We would be being chased.
So you can swap characters, because I was told you can't. I guess you can now.
By one of these enemies and then just completely swap, and it would cost us to die. Like, it did get frustrating. But again, this seems like to be a minor issue. The one I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, that is a far greater concern than this. This should be an easy day one patch fix. Now do keep in mind, I kind of decided last minute, I'm gonna keep the gameplay like B-roll here kind of on the limited side, just because this is a much shorter game than I anticipated. I will say, I kind of hoped this was gonna be like 8 to 10-ish hours. I definitely was a little bummed this was on the closer like 5 hour, and I mean 8 to 10 hours of this, like, I don't know. I think they did good when it comes to like the hours, because this is only like a 3-hour game. It's not even that long. I thought it was kind of long, just because I kind of like, when I was doing my gameplay, I was just kind of like do like 40 minutes here, 40 minutes here. I do work, so unfortunately I do give my time when it's needed to, right? As far as this game being more than 3 hours, I mean, what else can they put in here? I mean, they can keep putting more worlds, more monsters, more, like, you know, but I think I have a feeling that a part 2 is coming. So that's probably why they made it shorter. I don't know.
So for him to say like he was bummed out that it wasn't more than 3 hours, it's like, what else can they put in here? Yo, write below in the comments like what you guys think, that the game should have been more than 3 hours, should have like what else can they add to the game to make it more than 3 hours? Like I don't know what else can they put in this game.
It was like right at the 5-hour mark too. And I don't rush games, even when doing review stuff. I take my time. I try to explore. There's different masks that you can find.
Yep,
I try to find all of them and any extra secrets. I obviously missed a lot of secrets. You can kind of track them in the trophy section as well too. So I definitely want to go back and replay this, maybe even get the
I only saw one of those bunny statues. I never seen another one. I only saw one though. I definitely had to explore more.
Platinum trophy on it, but it sucks. I'm not somebody who wants every single video game to be 100 hours. I actually really enjoy shorter video games. I just think there's so much good quality product in here. I just wanted a little more of it. And especially with the length of time that it's taken for this video game to come out, I just hoped it was a little bit more. Again, that's not any kind of like heavy critique whatsoever. Just something that I was like a little bummed about when I rolled credits at 5 hours. I was like, kind of wish I had more. But I absolutely think if you are a fan of the Little Nightmares franchise remotely, this should be a day one purchase for you. Again, with a heavy caveat that they have fixed this issue whatsoever. I feel like I'm being extremely level-headed here because I do think there is a really, really solid video game experience underneath here. Mine was just really, really tampered with, unfortunately. It was not fun playing two of the biggest boss battles in this game on a Steam Deck running at like 11 frames a second. It wasn't awesome. And I wish I just would have been notified if they would have been like, hey, do you have an AMD graphics card? You know, we could get you a PS5 code. And then at least I would have just had a perfectly solid experience. It definitely tampered.
PS5, bro, can never go on with a PS5. But then again, there are some video games that there's still some glitches on the PS5 too. So not everything is perfect in the world, you know, but can never go wrong with the PS5.
With it, but again, I'm trying to remain level-headed because everything else and the actual product of the video game is really solid, and I think there's a lot of really good stuff here that fans of this franchise, obviously REANIMAL is not Little Nightmares 1 and 2, but you get my point. Fans of these types of video games are really going to enjoy, and I do think it's awesome here. I really would like to go back and replay the thing start to finish once everything is completely patched up here, or if I get it on PS5 and go for the Platinum Trophy. But I think it's got a lot of really good stuff going for it. I think there are some great horror elements in here, but again, it does just overall become a little bit less scary, mainly due to the co-op aspects and being able to fight back almost every enemy in this video game. But let me know if you're planning on picking up REANIMAL. Again, a big thanks to the team again for the review copy. I really hope this thing gets patched on day one. I would love to do a revisit. Let me know if you're picking it up, and
all right, so shouts out to Jacob Stevens for this review video. He did a very detailed review video on the games, and honestly, I mean, shoot, like what his title, REANIMAL better than Little Nightmares? Honestly, I think it is. You know what, fuck it, I think it is, just because like they're basically almost the same game, right? But I just feel like as far as of the horror aspect, I think that they added more to REANIMAL more than they did to Little Nightmares. I feel like, you know what it is? They messed up on Little Nightmares 3, because I feel like part 1 and part 2, perfect, awesome. The monsters, the escape sequences, how you're able to kind of fight back and you're able to escape and whatever. I feel like part 1 and part 2 was added to REANIMAL. Then part 3 came out and it's just like, like it didn't give me that Little Nightmares like aesthetic that I was looking for, right? With REANIMAL, it's like, bro, not only you get like 2 characters, you get more than 2 characters, you get like five characters. So it's like you're working as a group, right? And you're going on this adventure and you're escaping like out of all of these dark worlds and escaping out of all these monsters and shit, right? Like the story is amazing, story is awesome. I still don't understand it towards the end with, you know, the girl, the goat, and the group and how everything came to be. I definitely have to do my research on that. But overall, I think REANIMAL is better than Little Nightmares. I said it. If anybody wants to comment below and say, no, it's not, because, state your opinion. I want to hear you guys' thoughts about, is Reanimal better than Little Nightmares, or is Little Nightmares better than Reanimal? Let me know in the comments below. But I loved playing the game. I just beat the game a few days ago. Like I said before, I did a full playthrough playlist for Reanimal. It's in the description below. Definitely click the link and check out the videos. But once again, shout out to Jacob Stevens for the review video. I hope you guys liked this video. Definitely like and share this video as well. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's go.